wrestled since he was 5 years old. I'll wait. Now we're going to go ahead and meet our senior wrestlers, manager and cheers squad tonight. Our first senior is Dylan Casebolt. Dylan is the son of Megan Posher. Dylan has wrestled since he was 5 years old. His most memorable moment from his time as a wrestler is getting better on and off the mat. After graduation, Dylan plans to become an entrepreneur. Please give it up for Dylan Casebolt. Harrison is the son of Paul and Amy Folkers. Harrison has wrestled for 10 years. His most memorable moment from his years of wrestling was winning his first tournament. Harrison plans to attend college after graduation. Please, a hand for Harrison Folkers. Our next senior is Carson Loughlin. Carson is the son of Chad and Ashley Loughlin. Carson has wrestled for 10 years. His most memorable moment as a wrestler was traveling and hanging out with friends at tournaments. After graduation, Carson plans to further his education and play lacrosse at the next level. Carson Loughlin. Our next senior is Jack Raysack. Jack is the son of Amanda and Joe Raysack. He has wrestled for the past 5 years. His most memorable moment of his time as a wrestler was going to Luther and having a joint room with Cash and Riley. Jack's plans for after graduation are to attend Minnesota State University Mankato and study aviation. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Raysack. Eddie Salgado. Eddie is the son of Eduardo and Carmen Salgado. Eddie has wrestled for the last 5 years. His most memorable moment as a wrestler was beating Bettendorf at the Battle of Waterloo last season. After graduation, Eddie plans to study business. Eddie Salgado. Benjamin Walsh is our next wrestler. Ben is the son of Jason and Jennifer Walsh. Ben has wrestled for the past 12 years. His most memorable memory from his time as a wrestler is his first high school match. After graduation, Ben plans to wrestle in college, but is undecided on location. Ladies and gentlemen, Benjamin Walsh. And now to our wrestling managers, Olivia Gwynn. Olivia is the daughter of Brooke Gwynn and Elaine Roth Gwynn. Olivia has been a wrestling manager for the past 2 years. Her favorite memory as a manager was going to the Donnybrook and State 2 years ago. After graduation, Olivia will begin the DMAC Iowa State 3-in-1 nursing program. Olivia Gwynn. Please a hand for Izzy Tharp. Izzy is the daughter of Brooke and Bill Knudsen. Izzy has been a wrestling manager for the past 3 years. Her favorite memory as a manager was going to Donnybrook in the Battle of Waterloo. After graduation, Izzy plans to attend Iowa State and is currently undecided of her major. Ladies and gentlemen, Izzy Stark. And now our 2026 Wrestling Cheer Seniors under cheer coach Paige Lawrence. Our first senior is Georgia Chris. Georgia is walked by her parents Jill and Chad Chris. 4 years of cheer, including 2 years as a wrestling cheer leader. Her plan after high school is to go to Drake University and study actuarial science. Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Chris. And our final senior introduction is Paige Antover. Her parents are Deb and Kevin Antover. She's been a varsity football cheerleader for 4 years and 3 years of wrestling cheer. After high school, her college is undecided, but is planning to get a business degree and also work to be a social media influencer. Ladies and gentlemen, Paige Antover. And one final hand for our senior wrestlers, managers, and cheer seniors tonight.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
Northwest, it's Jace Smith. For Ankeny, Eddie Sal. No! At 113 for the Wolves, Carew Christensen. And for the Hawks, Lucas Hazy. At 120 pounds for Waukee Northwest number, it's Grayson Davis. And for Ankeny, Logan Huser. At 126 pounds, Joey Cahill for the Wolves. And for Ankeny, Benjamin Walsh. At 132 pounds for Waukee Northwest, it's Grayson Manning. For Ankeny, it's Caleb Alasani or Perez. At 138 pounds for Waukee Northwest, Brody Bailey. And for Ankeny, Aiden Waukee. At 144 pounds for Waukee Northwest, Hayden Hunt. For Ankeny, Noah Hoffman. At 150 pounds for the Wolves, Ben Gallagher. And for Ankeny, Jacob Ozzie. At 157 for Northwest, Corbin Smith Fitzgerald. And for the Ankeny Hawks, Harrison Folkers. At 165 pounds for Northwest, Isaac Mathema. And for Ankeny, Calvin Rucci. At 175 pounds for Northwest, Gabe Rubino. And for Ankeny, Cash Johnson. At 190 pounds for the Wolves, Hunter Burke. And for the Ankeny Hawks, Riley Edgeberg. At 215 pounds for Northwest, Bryce Williams. And for the Ankeny Hawks, Ryan Dobson. And at 285 pounds for Northwest, Hunter Moore. And for Ankeny, Lane Hearn. Waukee Northwest is coached by Brent Yankovic. The coaches for Ankeny, Jack Wickle, Austin Anderson, Matt Johnson, Anthony Smith, John Bingham, Casey Dickinson, Michael Christensen, Brian Sharp, and Perez. Tonight's officials are Craig Benke and Leland Schwartz and Corey Hunter. Please stand and face the flag on the south end of the gym for tonight's national anthem.
Searching for a home that combines a resort lifestyle with the comfort of being close to your loved ones? At Epcon Communities, we make building your dream home an easy and exciting journey. Choose the floor plan that fits your lifestyle, handpick the finishes to make it uniquely yours, and leave the rest to us. We'll handle the construction, you focus on the fun part. After closing day, your new home is all yours, ready for you to start enjoying the community, the amenities, and that special sense of belonging. Visit clarityconstruction.com for more.
Real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
Unmute us. A very warm Thursday evening to everybody, live from the south side of Ankeny. Andy Pollock and Dr. DJ Johnson, the principal here at Ankeny High. And Dr. J, Happy New Year. First time we've seen each other. It's been a long time.
It has been a little bit.
Very end-loaded schedule for the Ankeny Hawks. We'll have 3 duels over the course of 7 days tonight, next Tuesday, and then next Thursday, all here in the gym. So get on out here and support those Hawk wrestlers. Looking to pull what would be a little bit of an upset tonight over Waukee Northwest, a little bit of an edge right now to the Wolves, but Hawks always looking to they don't think of anything as an upset in the wrestling world. You're always thinking you're the best.
Exactly. Of course, you have to. That's that edge.
So we're going to get started tonight at 1:50. So obviously they did the coin flip tonight as both coaches agreed to that. It's going to be Jacob Haase for Ankeny against Ben Gallagher for Waukee Northwest. Under the spotlight here, right in the middle as we get started to go. Haase in the yellow and Gallagher in that black singlet with the blue trim. As initially it's Gallagher. No takedown yet as Haase's got the leg. Playing a little defense here and still has that right arm in the mat. So still considered on the mat right now. A change over the last couple of years. They've really encourage more wrestling on the edge of the mat. And it works out because they're back towards the middle. Is this the first time we've seen the yellow mat used for a varsity match?
That is correct. That is a brand new mat, and we're pretty proud of that. Thankful for our people who support us and allow us to purchase some nice things to showcase our athletes and area for them to perform on.
No points over on the far side of the mat for,
there
it is.
Go.
Haase gets it on the far side. He's trying to get Gallagher's back down to the mat and then loses contact with that right foot. I had an opportunity to call Centennial Wrestling last week with Dustin Rowland, the girls coach here at Ankeny. He was telling me about the kind of a halo rule that they're talking about using. So even though you would lose contact with the mat, if you're still inside that halo, they would consider a guy in bounds. And they have not changed to that yet, but it's being discussed. Again, in the encouragement of more mat or edge of the mat wrestling going on, is Haase right now up 3-0, and he's going to cut Gallagher loose.
Well, you were talking about that edge of the mat wrestling, that changed a few years ago where you just have to have one supporting appendage in. Has really changed the game for some folks.
And you saw as Haase was just leaving that arm in earlier on and kept that down the whole time because he felt like he had an opportunity to get that takedown. And here he's going to get another chance. And there's 3 more for Haase as he's now taking a 6-1 lead over Gallagher. Jacob Haase for Ankeny. And Ben Gallagher for Northwest, a dangerous situation there, potentially dangerous as wrestlers went up in the air. So Haase will come in from behind once again. 16.5 seconds to go in this first period, just getting started tonight.
Well, going back to that rule change, it was all done so they can improve, so they can have more scoring. A lot of that, when you do a lot of wrestling on the edge, with the old rules, you just lost so many points, and it really stalled the activity. So they wanted to speed up the pace of the match a little bit. Works out well for our wrestlers who are really aggressive and really skilled, have great control of their body. And we're seeing that with the scoring of the points.
Gallagher comes out with 3 seconds left in the match, gets the escape to make it 6-2 with Haase in the lead. And we've seen that happen, and we've seen the increase in scoring by adding more points, and the emphasis on offensive wrestling is a 3 points, still 3 points now for a takedown, but just 1 for an escape and still 2 for a reversal. So emphasis on the guys that are attacking and an advantage to them. And it's led to a lot more first period tech falls.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. But I also say that it's giving an advantage to some of our wrestlers who, looking at how Haase has scored there, he scored from a defensive position. And so it has helped increase scoring for those defensive-minded wrestlers as well.
Headlock here for Gallagher. First time that we've seen him on top tonight. As he's got Haase flat to the mat right now. Haase trying to get that escape point.
You always want to get the escape, but I can see Haase, he's pretty shifty. I wouldn't be surprised to see a reversal and him slip something into some advantage points here.
Imagine the basements of the Haase household have had a few holes in the walls from some wrestling matches down there between the boys.
Well, they definitely arranged the weight bracket.
They do, for sure. As Jacob back up to his base, and he's going to get cut loose there to make it 7-2. Haase with the early lead, trying to get the early lead in the team points race here tonight for the Hawks. Again, right now on the edge of the mat. A lot easier to see the wrestlers on the yellow mat in the dark.
Yes, it is. Nice bonus for us up here.
Good crowd on hand here tonight. No school tomorrow in Ankeny or Waukee, as the temperatures are forecast to be, well, about -30 wind chill, so it might be a good day to stay inside. Pretty much everything school-wise all around Central Iowa has been canceled, probably all over Iowa for that matter. If you're watching from a ways away, I know our friends down south, there's a scramble there, and it's going to be 3 points for Gallagher with 6 seconds to go in the second period. Gallagher's going to make it 7-5. So anybody's match as we head to the third. You mentioned Gallagher's been the one shooting so far, but Haase has been the one that's been able to score the points off it. Not there, though.
Not there. I was a little surprised by that, but Gallagher he was in deep on that shot.
And now Gallagher, with the advantage of being on bottom right now, has a chance to get that escape. No riding time in high school wrestling, so Haase going to try to break him down. Ooh, throws him right back down to the mat, has him in a headlock. You get the feeling 4 back points right here might lead to about the end of the match with the scoring that's taken place so far. Although with that 7-point move possibility, it's never too far.
You never know.
Far side over in front of the scoring table. They're off the mat. They'll head back to the center. We've had some great atmospheres at wrestling throughout the years, or the year here in Ankeny. In fact, a couple nights almost has a WWE type atmosphere to it. And great job by the athletic directors to create that atmosphere. The students come out and support. Haase here, the junior, and still trying to control that leg, and once again gets Gallagher down to the mat. Minute 15 to go, and Haase just keeping that long toe on the mat on the far side, and he does pull it up. So we head back to the middle with 70 seconds to go. A lot of instructions being yelled from the crowd as Gallagher tries to face up, and he gets the reversal to tie it up with a minute to go.
He's debating on whether or not he's going to cut him and try to get ahead.
I think he's going to here, and he does. So Haase with a 1-point lead right now. 45 seconds to go, and Gallagher works from behind and doesn't have the takedown yet, and now he's got him in the cradle. Gallagher's got Haase on his back. Actually, he got back to his knees, didn't he? I can't tell from up here which direction he's facing, but trying to work him to his back right now. No back points yet, but he leads 10-8, does Gallagher.
Hase's holding on to that leg, and he's actually good from a defensive position. He's going to try to maneuver around.
Haase might be, if he can get his head out, he'll get a reversal here. 15 seconds to go, but Gallagher's got that cradle in right now tight.
Oh, he's got that leg, and the ref isn't calling any back points yet, so.
5 seconds to go. And Ben Gallagher going to come away with the 10-8 win to start things off tonight for Waukee Northwest, a comeback style. And you mentioned his aggressive style paid off eventually, as Haase had been able to score a couple takedowns on defensive moves. And then Gallagher eventually got in there, got that reversal and a takedown to win that match at 150. Move up to 150 now. It'll be a couple seniors going against each other. Corbin Smith Fitzgerald from Waukee Northwest against Harrison Folkers for Ankeny. Again, Folkers in that yellow singlet. Smith Fitzgerald in the dark colors of Waukee Northwest.
You got two seniors going against each other. It should be a pretty good one. Folkers will be aggressive going out here.
And he shows it right away. As Folkers had the leg up in the air, he's trying to keep that leg in again. Now both wrestlers have contact with the mat, and Folkers trying to work Smith Fitzgerald back in a little bit because he feels like he can score 3 right now. Arms are locked up with each other pretty good. There it is. Folkers gets that leg.
Stretched him out to get him off balance, so he didn't have any choice but to go the other way so he wouldn't give up bigger points.
Quick 3-0 lead for Folkers, and Smith Fitzgerald likes something about his position right now because he was holding on to stay in bounds there as they scrambled on the edge of the mat, and now they're off and they'll head back to the middle. Other wrestling going on around the CIML tonight. I know Centennial is down at Johnston. Dowling was hosting, I believe, Waukee.
You got Folkers on top. Pressing position.
Excuse me, Dowling's against Southeast Polk tonight, so big one there. In fact, I think that's the number 1 and 2 teams in the state going up against each other tonight, and Southeast Polk again flexing their muscle. It's 21-6 early on in that one.
I'm sure that place is electric right now.
Yeah, usually is. Southeast Polk so strong for so many years. 25 seconds to go here.
Folkers doing a good job of keeping him down, he's heavy on top, trying to get some back points.
Harrison Folkers still leading 3-0.
Breaks him across the mat and he's trying to get the advantage right before.
Short time here, he got 1 count, but he's got to be careful not to give up that escape here with half a second to go, and they gave it to him right at the end. Smith Fitzgerald gets the escape to make it 3-1 at the horn. See if that point comes back into play.
I'm sure Harrison wished he had that back a little bit. Knowing him, this just fires him up a little more.
He'll be in the top position to start the second period. This winter sports season has absolutely flown by as we are here at senior night tonight. We've already had senior night for girls wrestling. In fact, state tournament for girls wrestling is 2 weeks from now. We'll be at that out in Coralville.
Oh, he's got a.
Oh, that arm is high.
That's tight. That's tight.
Here it is, Folkers.
Settle.
Rolled him all the way through, and now Folkers almost got himself to his back. But I believe he got what do you get, 2 back points there and then an escape or no escape. There we go, 5-2. They added it there.
Folkers is going to reset and get back at it. He is tough on top.
These guys have been a little slippery tonight. Neither guy's been able to hold on to the other one very long, but Folkers throws that underhook in right now, but Smith Fitzgerald got the leg, and now Smith Fitzgerald has Folkers on his back, getting back points. That's tough right now. 55 seconds to go, and Smith Fitzgerald is sinking in tight on Folkers. Folkers trying to lean back into him, and he gets the pin. A big pin there for Corbin Smith Fitzgerald. Ended up catching Folkers as he tried to wiggle his way through and gets a big pin at 157. That'll make it 9-0. Waukee Northwest in the lead. A couple bouts into this one as we go to 165. Cal Rachi for Ankeny and Isaac Mathema for Northwest. Rachi, very active wrestler. As he works his way around immediately in on the single and turns it into a double, and he's going to get the takedown to make it 3-0.
You'll see a lot of activity out of Calvin.
He's going to be looking for points here. There we go, cuts him loose. Time to go to work once again. The the sign of a confident and technically sound wrestler when they get that takedown and go for another one right away, and it's now 6-1.
Well, he's so confident, about his ability on the feet.
Rachi, just a sophomore for Coach Wignall. Comes in on top. He'll see if he has a chance to score a couple back points or a pin here, and if not, he'll probably cut Mathema loose once again. And he does.
Oh, nice snap down. Strong snap down. Sets him up for the double.
Another takedown for Rachi.
Yeah, he'll ride him for a little bit, see if he can get something, and he'll consider cutting him loose to get some more points.
Now he might have a chance right now as he's...
Oh, he's got him flat.
Yep. You are watching Ankeny Hawks Wrestling on the Ankeny Activities Network, built by the Danielle Seifert Real Estate Team tonight on the Carl Chevrolet family of networks. I want to be sure and thank Caliber Homes for being our presenting sponsor of Hawks Wrestling this year. Always big wrestling supporters, there to make sure all the wrestling gets on the air locally. 9-3 now after another escape from Mathema. 8 seconds to go. Maybe a little late to get let up that escape.
Well, yeah, but he'll try to get another 2.
He's close and no points. Ankeny fans want those points.
Foot was in. He had him down. Covered the hips. I understand the disappointment.
You feel really good about 12-3 right now, scoring that takedown right at the end. But as we stand, it'll be 9-3 going into the second period with Rachi on top.
Got a little caution.
Moved a little early. I feel like that's pretty standard. You end up having that caution about every time, the first time guys go out. Trying to gain any competitive advantage. Really a big chop at the elbow there. That's one thing that Mathema's done a nice job of, is when he's been down on the mat, he's been very good at being defensive, has not allowed Rachi to get him turned at all.
No.
And now 9-4 after the escape. A feeling, Dr. J, when we walk out of this gym tonight, that north breeze is going to catch us and give us a little jolt. That temperature's going to be dropping pretty quick tonight. I parked strategically close to be close to an exit by the gym. As now here Mathema's got a leg of Rachi. Rachi's reached over the top. They're kind of stuck here. We'll see how long the officials allow him to be in this position.
Yeah, Calvin looks awful comfortable though. He knows a stalemate is calling.
Yep.
He knows that's coming here pretty soon.
He looks like he's grabbing his hip a little bit. He's a tough kid, though. He's not going to let a little wrenching on that hip slow him down at all, as we're under a minute to go in the second period. 9-0 in the team race. Waukee ahead. 9-4 here, and make it 12-4. As Rachi working on a major.
I think Calvin's going to try to keep him down to get some back points here. So get some back points before going into the third period.
Scheduled to be next, a couple juniors at 175, Cash Johnson and Gabe Rubino. We'll see. We're told there might be a little shuffling around on the northwest side tonight, but expect the Ankeny lineup to stay true to what we've been given. As again, Mathema finds his way up to make it 12-5. Rachi, like you mentioned earlier, though, is so comfortable on his feet right now. He's fine with letting the points add up as he's in on a single again and another takedown.
Such a technician on takedowns.
Ooh, had a chance right there, I thought, maybe to get him onto his back. Couldn't quite do it, and Cal will take a 10-point lead into period number 3. Couple weeks away from wrestling districts, as we'll find out who will go to state. Ooh, first time we've seen Mathma even get a chance on a shot, but immediately Rachi counters, he gets another takedown.
He's going to try to keep the legs, work his way to the top here.
Rachi getting a good workout here tonight. So the high school wrestling, when you have the back-to-back-to-back, basically, you're cutting weight for 3 times in 7 days. Does that change your approach? Obviously, you want to win each night, but does that change your approach? And a wrestler like Rachi, who probably has the ability, if he wanted to maybe shorten this match a little bit more and save your energy at all? Or are these guys just so used to wrestling all day on a Saturday at some points that it doesn't really matter?
Well, quite honestly, I'm going to tell you, their practices are so tough. I mean, this is a run-of-the-mill match. I mean, he just tech-falled the guy, taking him down at ease when he wanted to. He probably could have sped some things up, but I mean, he knew he was going to win, and he just went in to get a good workout in. As far as a back-to-back, the style of cutting, if you will, that cutting a weight is not as much a thing as it used to be. You've come so far in understanding about maintaining weight, eating right, and wrestling at a weight that you're comfortable at instead of trying to get down to a lower weight.
Most of the time when you get up to these weights, you don't have the wrestlers having to worry too much about those extra pounds, as they've got a little bit more to deal with. But as we go to 174 right now, Cash Johnson and Gabe Rubino, the emphasis on safety and safely cutting the weight's been a big deal. And preseason weigh-ins and what you're allotted to lose, as Rubino gets a takedown there on Johnson and cuts him loose. A couple long wrestlers here at 174.
Cash trying to use that Russian. Wasn't able to get anything off of that, so now he's got to back up out of that.
Locked up on the far side. Tomorrow night we were supposed to have what would have been a really good girls basketball game here on the Ankeny Activities Network with Johnston coming to town, but that game has been rescheduled for February 13th. When they'll do that, so Valentine's Day with Johnston and Ankeny basketball. It'll be a girl-boy doubleheader that night here in the Hawk's Nest.
Ooh, tries to go for the trip. He needs to get him moving a little bit more in order for that to be effective.
Rubino leads 3-1 right now on Johnson. You saw him try to throw that leg in again.
Yeah, there he's trying to sit through.
A couple wrestlers that have a pretty high IQ of the sport that have taken some very calculated shots so far. And then Johnson tries to go in on a double. And another good counter by Rubino. And that'll be the end of the first period as Gabe Rubino leads Cash Johnson 3-1.
Cash chooses down. He's going to try to get out of here right away.
Gets to his feet immediately and gets faced up, and then right back down to the mat. Driving into it right now, Rubino had him in a headlock and let him up. Well, they give 2 back points there. I didn't realize he had him down that long.
Just a quick 2. And
that'll make it 5-1.
He's going to try to keep control of that leg, that ankle.
Johnson working his way back up to his feet. Good shot there by our cameraman Levi. Had a chance to recognize a bunch of seniors tonight beforehand. Hopefully you had a chance to see that. If not, go back and watch the senior wrestlers, managers, cheerleaders all get honored here before the match tonight. (5-2) with a minute to go in the second period. Cash Johnson, Gabe Rubino